How much does it really cost to study in the USA? Studying in the USA is a dream for millions, but the real question is, how much does it actually cost in 2025? In this video, we'll give you a full breakdown of tuition, housing, food, health insurance, transportation, books, hidden lifestyle costs, and scholarships. By the end, you'll know exactly how much money you really need to plan for. Not just the official numbers, but also the hidden surprises that most students don't see until they arrive. Our estimates are based on real data from the College Board US. News and official government reports. Section 1. Tuition fees, the big expense. When people imagine studying in the USA, tuition is the first thing that comes to mind. And it is by far the largest expense. Public versus private universities. Public universities generally cost less, especially for state residents. Private universities, on the other hand, are much more expensive, but often come with stronger reputations, more research opportunities, and global recognition. In-state versus out-of-state. If you're a U.S. citizen studying in your own state, you pay the in-state rate. For international students, however, you almost always pay the higher out-of-state tuition fee. Typical ranges in 2025. Public in-state tuition, around $12,000 to $18,000 per year. Public out-of-state tuition, $25,000 to $35,000 per year. Private universities, anywhere from $40,000 to $65,000 per year. Examples: UCLA, one of the top public universities in California, charges far less for local students, but is very expensive for international ones. MIT, a private university, sits at the higher end of the spectrum, but offers world-class resources. Meanwhile, schools like the University of Georgia represent more affordable options compared to Ivy League institutions. Why rankings matter? Prestige, research opportunities, and location all influence tuition. Universities with higher global rankings generally charge more, and they know that international students are willing to pay for the reputation. Section 2. Housing and accommodation. After tuition, housing is the second biggest cost, and often the most surprising. Dormitories versus off-campus housing. Dorms are convenient, usually located right on campus, and often include utilities and meal plans. But they're not always the cheapest. Off-campus apartments can sometimes save you money, though they come with extra responsibilities like cooking, cleaning, and managing bills. Average dorm costs, between $8,000 and $15,000 per year. Off-campus housing differences. In cities like Los Angeles, New York City, or Boston, a simple one-bedroom apartment can cost $1,500 to $2,000 per month. In smaller towns or rural states like Texas or Ohio, you might pay as little as $600 to $900 per month. Additional costs. Rent is only part of the story. Utilities like electricity, heating, water, and internet often add $100 to $200 monthly. You may also need to spend on furniture, kitchen appliances, and security deposits. Roommates as a solution. Most students cut costs by sharing apartments. Living with 2 or 3 roommates can slash your housing cost by almost half. Section 3. Food and meal plans. Food is another essential expense that adds up quickly. On-campus dining. Meal plans typically cost between $3,000 and $6,000 per year. They are convenient but often limited to specific dining halls. Cooking versus eating out. Cooking at home is the cheapest option, costing about $200 to $300 per month in groceries. Eating out, especially in cities like New York or San Francisco, can raise your food budget to $600 or more each month. Expectation versus reality. Many students think campus dining will be exciting, but after a few months, menus feel repetitive. Cooking your own meals not only saves money, but also gives you more variety and healthier options. Tips for saving on food. Buy groceries in bulk from stores like Walmart or Costco. Share meals with roommates. Use student discounts in local restaurants. Section 4. Health insurance and medical costs. This is one area international students cannot ignore. Range in 2025. Health insurance costs around $1,500 to $3,000 per year. University versus private insurance. Most universities offer their own insurance plans, which are easier to manage. Some students choose private insurance if they want more coverage or lower premiums. Why so expensive? A single doctor's appointment without insurance can cost over $200. A short hospital stay can cost thousands. This is why health insurance is mandatory for all international students. Section 5. Transportation. How you get around will also affect your budget. Public transport. In cities like Boston, Chicago, or New York, you'll likely need a monthly pass, which costs around $30 to $100. Owning a car. For students in suburban or rural areas, owning a car may feel necessary. But the costs add up. Car insurance, gas, parking, and maintenance can easily cost thousands per year. Insurance alone is often more than $100 monthly for young drivers. Ride-sharing apps. Uber and Lyft are great for occasional trips, but too costly for daily use. Campus shuttles. The good news is that many universities offer free shuttle services, helping students save money. Section 6. Books, technology, and supplies. Academic expenses go beyond tuition. Textbooks. $500 to $1,000 per year, with some medical or engineering books costing hundreds each. Technology needs. Engineering, design, or computer science students often need high-performance laptops, tablets, or software. These costs can reach $1,000 to $2,000 upfront. How students save. Most students buy used textbooks, rent them online, or rely on free digital PDFs. Some even use library reserves to avoid paying full price. Section 7. Hidden and lifestyle costs. These are the costs many students forget when budgeting. Visa fees and SEVIS. Around $500 to $800 before you even arrive in the USA. Application fees. $50 to $100 per university. If you apply to 10 universities, that's already $500 to $1,000. Clothing and winter gear. Moving to northern states like Minnesota or New York means buying heavy jackets, boots, and sweaters. Expect to spend at least $200 to $400. Cell phone plans. Typically $40 to $70 per month. Entertainment and social life. Trips, parties, concerts, or even just going to the movies add up. Students spend anywhere from $100 to $300 monthly, depending on lifestyle. Section 8. Scholarships and financial aid. Thankfully, there are ways to cut these costs. Merit-based scholarships. These are awarded for academic excellence, leadership, or athletic ability. Some cover partial tuition, while others cover everything. Work, study, and part-time jobs. On an F-1 visa, you can work up to 20 hours per week on campus. This might not cover tuition, but it can help pay for groceries, books, or rent. Graduate assistantships. For master's or PhD students, assistantships are a lifesaver. They often cover full tuition and provide a monthly stipend for living expenses. Section 9. Cost breakdown examples. Let's look at real examples. Case study 1. A student at a public university paying in-state tuition might spend around $25,000 per year. For an international student, the same university could cost $35,000 or more. Case study 2. A private Ivy League student may spend $65,000 to $70,000 per year, including all expenses. Case study 3. A budget-conscious student at a community college can keep costs closer to $20,000 to $25,000 per year. In 2025, studying in the USA can cost anywhere between $25,000 and $70,000 annually, depending on choices. Studying in the USA is definitely expensive, but with proper planning, it's absolutely manageable. Research universities carefully. Compare tuition and living costs. Budget realistically for hidden expenses. Apply for scholarships and aid as early as possible. With the right approach, your American dream can become a reality without turning into a financial nightmare. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends who are planning to study abroad, and subscribe to our channel for more detailed guides on studying in the USA and beyond. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content for students like you.